After running through 2 fill-ups, the fuel economy numbers are not what I expected at all. This car was originally rated at 44 miles per gallon highway. I'm not seeing anywhere near that, and there's got to be a reason for it. So I'm working through the possibilities. The first thing I'm going to do is run a fuel system clean, and I've got a 3M fuel system cleaner kit. It's a 3-part kit. It has throttle and carb plate cleaner, the intake cleaner, and this stuff for the tank. It all starts with running the intake system cleaner through. They say it takes 10 or 15 minutes. Let's go get that rolling.
First thing we got to do is pull off that hideous eBay air intake. So just loosen it up with a screwdriver, pull the hose, and we can just slip it off. No problem at all. Now, we've got to take the hose off the intake cleaner can and bend it into sort of a V shape so that it's easy to slip inside there. And just sneak it in and get the rubber over there and slide the intake back on. Takes a little bit of fiddling, but it's just there to hold that hose in place.
With the vehicle on parker neutral and parking brake engaged, start the engine and increase the idle speed by 500 to 1,000 RPMs. Now we just turn this baby on, and you can see it's starting to flow. Hear that engine speed go down just a little bit as it starts to run in there. Gonna find a nice secure spot. Don't mind this butter knife here. This is a very important tool. When you can't find a screwdriver, you definitely want to use one of these.
You really should do this with a buddy to hold their foot on the throttle. But if nobody's around, you got to do what you got to do. When you see the system cleaner stop flowing through the hose, you know it's time to shut the engine off and move on to the next step.
Is spray the throttle plate cleaner, and you want to be really careful to not get too much inside. Whoop. Also, try not to lose that little straw. There it is. Take 2. Make sure the straw is firmly inserted. All right. So we're just going to douse this little guy. Well, and there's the other thing we needed to do.
Take a shop towel and pop it underneath there before you start spraying so you don't catch things on fire.
That was pretty stupid of me, kids. Pretty stupid. So I was just going to drip right into the rag. We'll plug it back together and start it up. The last thing we do is use the fuel system cleaner. This goes in the tank. Let's go for a ride.
The big question is, of course, did it really make a change in fuel economy? I think it did, but it's hard to say exactly how much. If you look at the Fuelin charts for April 27th, 2014 and May 14th, 2014 for Slambo, you will see a big jump between the two. But there were a couple of other changes made, and that includes a fuel filter replacement, and a PCV valve replacement. Be sure to subscribe and check out the full Ain't Fuelin' playlist to see if we really do hit our 50 mile per gallon goal with Slambo. We're getting pretty close. Stay tuned.